Today, we are once again going to delve into the world of Mr. Plant online fandom and hopefully have an absolute blast. I'm definitely going to go on Tumblr and probably some other spots, so we'll have to see, but I'm very excited and yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. I am struggling quite a bit with everything going on in my personal life, but there is nothing I want to do more than just distract myself and have a good time, and I'm sure you guys all have lives too, and that's probably what you want as well. So let's all get distracted together. So first I see this post by Candaverse, and someone asks, the way you draw Mr. Plant and Argos is they're so silly and we love them for it. Awkwardly trying to talk his way out of this conversation, eyes flaring, saves him. That's so cute, and I love this version of Argos. Sometimes I kind of think about cutting my hair shorter because this hair is kind of what I think of when I think of Argos. I mean, when you look at the fan art on the back wall, this hair is the hair that Argos mostly has, but I do like my hair right now, so I probably won't change it. Here's another piece of cool fan art by Spooky Cactus Stew that says, POV, you've hurt Argos' feelings, and it is a terrifying drawing of Mr. Plant. I love spooky fan art. I get a lot of like cute fan art, which I also really love. I mean, I love all fan art. I am so lucky to get any at all. But spooky fan art always has a special place in my heart because I don't get as much of it. It's crazy whenever I see the world of Mr. Plant grouped in the same fandom group as these huge major corporation series that have like a ton of money invested in them. I obviously invest a ton of time into the world of Mr. Plant and I am super proud of it. But it just fills me with such joy that, you know, people take it super seriously and really love it. It just really means the world to me. Voidview has this lovely little comic where it's Argos reacting to Mr. Plant wearing the guy's skin, and he's just like, so, new rules. Which I guarantee you, they did have a very long talk about this, for sure. Welcome to the Void always posts the funniest World of Mr. Plant memes, and this one is, this sucks. All I wanted to do was go to the beach and swim in the water and see the black hole, and now we're stuck here with the body of a man, and what are we gonna do about it? What? That episode is, what I think the longest one in the series, and took the longest amount of times, and it's so long that I think I was only able to put it on TikTok and in the YouTube compilations, but I'm glad it's a long, I kind of think of it as like my epic Mr. Plant episode, like it feels like super long. Whoa, this is incredible by Divine Zero. Oh, you never seem to notice when I follow you home in the dark of your apartment when you think you're alone. I love this. I love the art style too, it's so cool, and I love pen and ink drawings like this. I think are so cool. It almost kind of reminds me of Junji Ito in a way, and I am obsessed with Junji Ito. Lab Rat Girls posted, this image makes me inexplicably happy, by the way. I actually wrangled my roommate to shoot in this laundromat that's like on my apartment complex, but like nobody uses. And I really like those photos. It's also right next to the playground where I took the other photos, so literally the perfect location. Yo! This is incredible. Sometimes I think that everyone's just pretending to like me. This is so beautiful. Wow. This person did art of Argos getting caught for murder. Pretend I have a bunch of eyes on my face. I just want to say that I am so sorry from the bottom of my heart that the therapist got hit to death with a clipboard. I did not mean to hurt him. I was just enraged by the fact that he was ignoring me and completely making fun of all my personal emotions. And how would you feel? That's probably how he'd react. If Argos tried to make an apology video, he would just dig the hole deeper and deeper and deeper. By the way, if you're still watching, please subscribe if you haven't, it helps me so much. Me? Wait, how is Argos the only human in the Void? Literally Argos? Actually, there are humans in the Void, they just look nothing like me or you. Whoa. This is insane. I always get so overwhelmed when I come on Tumblr because I am faced with all this insane talent. This is incredible. Like, I just got chills looking at this. Oh my gosh. I think I need to add to this fan art wall. You're under arrest for being so darn cute. Just joking, we know you killed that man. I found the World of Mr. Plant Discord and I tried to join it so I could snoop, but I couldn't. I figure it's probably good there's some part of the internet that I cannot terrorize that is about Argos and Mr. Plant that's just for you guys. Plargos Headcanons. Argos can't cook, but Mr. Plant can. I feel like maybe that's true. Argos bakes a couple times in the series, or at least he made cookies. Maybe he just brought the cookies.
Mr. Plant, I brought cookies.
Maybe Argos can't cook. Argos does most of the housework. Yeah. They frequently slow dance. Yeah. They listen to the Magnus archives together, and the entire time Argos is like, that's so us. I've actually never listened to the Magnus archives myself, so I can neither confirm nor deny that. They like going to the beach. They've tried to go to the beach so many times, so they must like going. I just don't know how often they actually get there. Argos taught Mr. Plant how to play card games, and now Mr. Plant is obsessed, except for Uno. He hates Uno because you know he can't talk. Yeah, that would make Uno a little unfair. And for some reason I feel like Argos would pick it, because of that reason.
I'm editing at 3:30 in the morning, and all I can think about is the fact that I keep doing this ridiculous little giggle throughout this video.
Here's a bunch of little comics by Pirate Fern. Isn't my boyfriend just so sweet? And Mr. Plant is covered in blood. I Love You playlist. If you want my reasoning for any song, I'd be more than happy to share. Most of the songs are from Argos' perspective and go in order of their relationship. There's a Spotify playlist? Wait. I don't use Spotify at all because I use CDs in my car, which my friends absolutely hate. The way I'm not gonna know any of these songs. 100 Gex! 100 Gex is one of my favorite bands. New Perspective is definitely my favorite Panic at the Disco song. I'm sure if I listened to these songs, I'd recognize a lot more. My brain just like doesn't work. Here's another absolutely insane fan art. I never see people really talk about the Dreamco episode, and I think part of the reason why is it's not the strongest episode in the series, but I do really still enjoy it, and I really liked that character, especially doing his voice. Wait, his voice didn't sound like that. What did his voice sound like? Because I'm a telly. It sounded something like that. Because I'm a telly.
Now, don't lose your temper with me, young man. Just because I'm a telly doesn't mean you can be disrespectful.
Who knows? Woworm Screams said, I've only just seen the series today, so it could be confirmed somewhere else. I haven't seen, but it's interesting how most of the object head characters in the world of Mr. Plant have names correlating to the object they are, example Mr. Flower, but Mr. Plant's name is just Mr. Plant, which is so vague. He looks like a flower, but if his name is Mr. Plant, I feel like that implies he's not a flower at all, and is some other plant that disguises as a flower to seem more friendly and approachable in order to get closer to their victim they want to attack. This is very interesting. The reason why Mr. Plant is named Mr. Plant is partially just because I liked it better than Mr. Flower, and also partially because I named Mr. Flower, and Mr. Plant, and Mr. Flower looks like a plant. He's green. Obviously, he's not really even a character anymore. He's not really a part of the series. Basically, I had switched the names, and then on top of that, in the first episode, Mr. Plant finds out that he is part banana leaf. It's the whole thing where he opens the DNA package, and so because of that, he is kind of a plant because of that. Also, flowers are plants too, so... But I also think that this does have something to do with this. The way I just went to check my stars, and I was like, dang, if one of my stars fell off and none of you guys told me, that is so messed up. I'm really starting to lose it. Here are some The World of Mr. Plant character sheets. This is kind of interesting, Mr. Plant having vines coming out of his arms. Can frown and open his mouth. He has rows of teeth similar to a shark. Dang! We're getting some, like, nightmare animatronic Five Nights at Freddy's stuff in here. Alright, let's check out the Argos one. He kept his great-great-grandfather's heart after he passed away. Wow. World of Mr. Plant fandom, may I ask one question? Why did Argos have Mr. Plant's DNA results in the first place? I can actually answer this. Argos is the one who delivers the mail, at least for the first part of the series. He has a job working as a mail carrier, because Argos has tons and tons of jobs throughout the series, and I always figured that it was gonna get mailed to Mr. Plant, and Argos just took it and decided that because he was going to spontaneously visit Mr. Plant anyways, that he would just bring it to him that way. He likes watching the plants grow. Oh my gosh! It's Mr. Plant with a plant! I love this so much. So that new episode, listen, maybe I just suffer from slasher brain rot, but when the door opened, I was transported somewhere familiar, okay? I loved how I filmed the most recent Mr. Plant episode, and I was trying to go for that with that shot. The World of Mr. Plant discussion time. Scenario, you are locked in a room for 3 hours, either with Mr. Plant or Argos. A table, chairs, and variety of teas and coffee are provided. Do you choose to spend the 3 hours with Mr. Plant or Argos? So, I think if you picked Mr. Plant, as long as you didn't provoke him, he would just honestly ignore you. Meanwhile, I think Argos would interact with you a lot and would get a little annoyed if you didn't engage with him on the same level. And so because of that, I might choose Mr. Plant, even though he has a very high kill count. As much as I adore Plargos, I love their pre-relationship dynamic because it's just like, I'm gonna rip this guy's vocal cords out. I want him so bad. When I got them together, I was realizing that I was gonna sacrifice a huge part of the dynamic between them, but I like where they are now, and I'm glad I'm able to keep the series going and interesting even though they're together now, because I was really worried originally when I got them together that that would kind of start being the end. Random The World of Mr. Plant thoughts at work. How much do y'all think Argos would have to pay if he had to go to the eye doctor? That's way too many contacts to put in every morning, and I'm not even considering the ones under his clothes. He doesn't need all of them to see, but also, he knows that all his eyes except these two have astigmatism, so if he knows that, there must be a void eye doctor. Maybe this is something that needs to be explored in a future episode. You remember as a young child playing outside and making those fairy potions and mud pies? Could I make one of those for Mr. Plant? Can I feed him fertilizer? I'm gonna say yes, but you can also feed children fertilizer if you try hard enough, so take with that what you will. Lab Rat Girls posted, I know this is a bit of an overused post format, but I need to make myself clear. Argos, the World of Mr. Plant, is one of the characters of all time in my eyes. He's named after someone from Greek mythology, he works every job known to man, he's hopelessly in love, he gardens, his creator referred to him as a yandere, he's good with kids, he knows what human meat tastes like, his boyfriend is a murderous humanoid flower, he likes stargazing, he constantly switches between being a turbo nerd and the dumbest alive. He answers the phone with, this is he. He's the only person in his entire bloodline who's still alive. He's counted every day for like 20 years. He has a literal shrine of his boyfriend in his house. He's even transgender. I made an Argos-inspired backpack. This looks awesome. I really hope the eyes don't fall off. That made me feel so much better, it's crazy. I love the fan community on Tumblr. I think it's so cool to visit, especially because I don't really have a Tumblr I use of my own. And it's nice getting to see so much cool and awesome and all the creativity you guys do over there. I'm thinking about making a part 2 of the Wattpad video next and reading more Mr. Plant and Argos fanfiction, so let me know in the comments if you want that. And I also have a new mask making tutorial that I already filmed that hopefully is gonna come out soon, so fingers crossed that I have time to edit that this week as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.